All right, Cossack crazies. The madness that happens in between these games. So let me change this quick, as our Sioux Valley Cossacks are going to be the home team that's lifted. Foul. Cassidy Smith leading us off. Tri-Valley, they are in red. They will be the home team for inning number 1. Top here. We're live at the moment. The stupid app failed twice in the last game. I'm just a glutton for punishment because that scoreboard's a big deal. We could sure use it. Cassidy Smith now. The 2-1 count. So it's kind of the same lineup. Not a lot has changed. Just some positioning they got out there. That was slapped foul over the Tri-Valley bench. Second team of the day, Tri-Valley Mustangs in their road blacks. They have the white trim around there. Their pitcher is number 4. Jones is their last name. I'll get a first name here in a second once I get onto Game Changer. Cassidy Smith in a nice battle here to start this off. That'll be on the inside corner, and that's going to be a strikeout to start. So Cassidy, after a good first game, starts this one with a strikeout. Morgan Lemmy coming to the plate. And I believe we are live at the moment. First time this app fails, we're going straight to YouTube again. Morgan Lemmy will slap that to the right side underneath the glove of the second baseman. That's a good hit right there. Morgan Lemmy with a strong single to start her second game. Nice job on that. That'll bring our pitcher for game number 2, McKinley Schwab, to the plate. Do that. You up. So Schwab out there. Morgan Lemmy on first. This is a stronger velocity than the pitcher we just were facing. So we'll have some names to go with. It is a 2-1 count now for McKinley Schwab. That bounces 3-1 to Schwab. Slapped to the shortstop, to second for the force, and Schwab too fast to get that. So it'll be the force out at second base. A fielder's choice officially for McKinley Schwab. So that is the 6-4 put out there. Schwab reaches on a fielder's choice, and that'll bring our cleanup hitter to the plate. Designated player for game number 2, Audrey Morano. Looks at ball 1. There's a strike. Throw back down to Schwab. She dives back in safely. Snap throw by the catcher. Halverson. Let me get her first name here quickly. Sienna. That bounces as well. Gets away from Halverson, and that'll allow Schwab to get to second. Just hoping we're still live after it failed twice in the first game. Doubleheaders are tough because you don't have a lot of time in between things to prepare yourself for whatever game number 2 is going to be. That also, though, 3-1 to Morano. And Hayden. All right, so I have the Tri-Valley Mustangs. Now that is going to be a strike in the outside corner. Full count to Morano. Let me just keep that alive. And that'll be too low. A walk to Morano. So now 2 batters on with 2 outs. 2 Cossacks on, I should say. Abby Axtell at the plate. Foul tip. Schwab's at second. Morano at first after the walk. Abby Axtell now our third baseman for game number 2. Put my phone in a spot where hopefully it doesn't drop. Just try to stay live. That is too low. Two and 1. Let's do that. There we go. Abby Axtell. 2-1 count. Slap foul. 2-2 now. Two Cossacks on. Now the Sioux Valley Cossacks were able to get on in the first inning as far as the scoreboard is concerned in game number 1 against Sioux Falls Christian. That rolls past Axtell's feet. Schwab will move up to third. Morano to second. And Sioux Valley's going to have 2 runners in scoring position for Abby Axtell and 2 outs. There's a strike on the outside corner. Axtell, watch that happen, and that'll end the threat here in the first. So, no hits, 2 left on as we move to the bottom of the first. Sioux Valley, the away team for game number 2. Yeah, let's do this. I'm trying to catch up here. Our exclusive presenter for everything we're doing here on Sauls Media, Bankstar Financial. With locations in Volga, Brookings, and Elkton, Bankstar provides big-time business with a small-town feel. Looking to finance a home, get a car loan. How's your retirement plan looking? Stop in today to chat with the local professionals. Bank on the bright side. Bankstar Financial, a proud sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics and the Sauls Media broadcasts. Starting lineups that we have were brought to us by CC's Bar and Grill, downtown Volga. Amazing chicken, burgers, Chislik, and more. CC's got the banquet space if you have any party that you need to do in the back. They've also got their cheeseburger special while we do our coaches show every Monday night through the school year. And anything else you need to do down at CC's Bar and Grill, man. A great spot, great fun. CC's is going to help us out with the player of the game on the softball side of things. Probably baseball, too. We'll just add that in there. Cool as Ice, which is also a Craddock business. See, Cool as Ice is right next door to CC's, the ice cream shop. We haven't figured it out yet. It's either going to be a sundae or a cone or something, but player of the game is going to get something for something from Cool as Ice. That'll be our player of the game sponsor for the spring seasons. I want to thank Bell Brands, my regular employer, and the makers of the Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese of champions. Top half of the first was brought to us by GP Auto, Grant Peterson and Friends, man, a fantastic car repair shop on the east side of Brookings out by Daktronics. Thank you, GP, for being a part of all these broadcasts, man. A fun sponsor for me, a good friend of mine, a golf buddy of mine. We go out on Wednesdays throughout the warmer summer months. Pitching for Sioux Valley, McKinley Schwab. Mick Sixer. Smoke, as we were calling her through last season, with that velocity that she brings right there. So she'll start her first outing with a strike. This is The leadoff hitter for Tri-Valley here in the bottom of the first. This is Cadence Davies. She's the shortstop, number 2. Some tall bodies on this Tri-Valley squad. Swing and miss, and that'll be a strikeout to start. Smoke off to a good start in her first outing. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter in the Mustangs lineup. This is number 30, Maddie Huey. She is the second baseman. Schwab fires just outside. 1-0 to Maddie Huey. I'm going with Huey because it's Huwe. It's not how. It's a U in there. So Huey. There's a strike in the outside corner. 1-1. Get through the rest of our sponsors as we roll through this game. You can see some of them in the corner. There's another strike in the outside corner. We're calling that so far. Good. 1-2 for Smoke on the mound. Facing Maddie Huey, second baseman for the Mustangs. Fires in. Big swing and a miss, and that'll be 2 outs to start the Mustangs' first inning. This will bring the third hitter in the lineup. This is number 4, Emery Jones. This is the pitcher for the Mustangs in game number 2 here. We're a little behind schedule, 7:30 in the evening time. Sioux Valley was slated for a 4 o'clock start and a 6 o'clock start, but the first game didn't start till 4:45. This game didn't start until about 10 minutes ago. So we're a little behind schedule, but that's how these round robins typically go. Schwab's going to start with a ball. That'll bounce as well, 2-0 to Emery Jones. For the record, I have my phone open to my YouTube channel. I'm watching to make sure we are staying live. These broadcasts are so much better when there's a scoreboard. There's a strike in the outside corner, 2-1. Six are bringing heat so far, as she will do. Also, when we use the scoreboard app, you can see how much wider that is compared to how we finish. That is straight into the ceiling, and it'll bounce foul. Now, just like the first game, I mean, the rules here at Dort are a little bit odd. If it hits the ceiling in fair territory and you catch it, it's an out. If it hits the ceiling in fair territory and drops to the turf, it's a foul ball. And if it hits the ceiling in foul territory, it's a foul ball. That is lifted left center field. That'll be run down by Cassidy Smith out there in center field, and a nice pickup by Smith. And it's a 1-2-3 first inning for McKinley Schwab. She gets through the top of the lineup unscathed. We'll move to the top of the second. No score here, and Sioux Valley being our away team for game number 2. We'll start the top of the second. We want to thank Precision Risk Management in the top of the second here. Let me get that open here. I know we've got it here somewhere. Precision Risk Management, if I could talk. Redefining the delivery of crop insurance to the American farmer, leveraging modern farming technology. Thank you, Dave Squires, for helping out everything we're doing here on Sauls Media and supporting Sioux Valley Athletics. Proud sponsor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll bring it back for next year as the fall time will start, if you can believe this, year number 3 of Sauls Media, when football and volleyball fires up at the end of August. The schedule's already out for the football squad, so we know who and where and how we're going to do it. Strike on the outside corner. Leading off the top of the second, this is Amelia Jacobson, our catcher for game number 2. Mia will start with an 0-1 count. And it'll be called 0-2. We like that outside corner. At least this umpire does. That's cool. Stay consistent with it. I have no problems with that. Mia down 0-2 here. That's too far out. 1-2. Pitcher is Emery Jones for the Mustangs. Slapped into the ceiling, into the bubble. They'll stay a 1-2 count for Amelia Jacobson. Mia is ready in the box. Emery Jones gets her sign. Slapped into the bubble once again. Right into the Cossack bench over there as well. Dangerous around here. Close quarters here in the bubble. But it's a great way to get games in at the start of the season. We didn't have to deal with that weather out there. That is a changeup that is short. 2-2 now our count. It bounced to the catcher. Yeah, that wind was straight out of the south, straight out of the southwest, whatever you want to call it, but it was whipping around at 30, 40 miles an hour, gusting higher than that. There was a dust bowl down here on the drive. Looked like the dirty 30s out here as we were rolling down to Sioux Center, Iowa, home of the Dort Defenders here at Dort University. There's another foul ball there. Slapped into the netting. Emery Jones gets her sign. And that'll be too low a walk for Jacobson. Getting our second inning started with a base on balls. Coming up next, the 7-hitter in the lineup. This is number 20, J.C. Olson, our left fielder for game number 2. Still no score as we roll through the top of the second inning here. That'll bounce. 1-0. JC trying to move Jacobson around the baselines. Showing bunt, pulls it back. The throw down too late to try to get Amelia Jacobson. I think the pitch was low, right? Maybe not. 1-1, I think, is what he did there. That is slapped right up the middle. Good pickup by Jones. Up to second for 1. And the double play. Good turn. What a strong throw by the shortstop. Wow. So that is a 1-6 put out, and it's the 1-6-3 double play. And that'll bring Zoe Hemestead to the batter's box. Swings through strike 1. Zoe Hemestead, our right fielder for game number 2. Slapped down the left side. Third baseman picks it up, fires it across, and a nice play by Haley Sorensen at third base for the Mustangs. And that's going to do it for the Sioux Valley Cossacks in the top of the second. The 5-3 put out. No score as we move to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning is going to be brought to us by Back Alley Meats, a fantastic butcher shop in downtown Volga. Burgers and brats, steaks and ribeyes, and bacon and pulled pork and ribs and chicken breasts, whatever you need, man. A fantastic shop, man. Thank you, Back Alley Meats, for being a part of all these broadcasts. They serve lunches on the lunch hour now, so if you are in the Sioux Valley area, the Volga area, For lunches during the week, get on down to Back Alley Meats and get a lunch. Also, Tuesday evenings from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., they call it Taste Test Tuesdays, where you can go into Back Alley Meats and try the assorted products and meats and cheeses that they have in there. Get on down to Back Alley Meats, man, a fantastic butcher shop. Proud sponsor of everything we're doing here on Saul's Media, and they love their Sioux Valley Cossacks. So, we start the bottom of the second inning here. This is Ava Christensen, center fielder for the Mustangs. She'll slap that down the right side, just past the glove of Lila Benson. No, sorry, Zaylee Lanchin. It's like mansion with an L. I remember that from last year. Lanchin. And that'll do it. 3 straight out of Smoke. Ava strikes out. The third strikeout for McKinley so far. That'll bring number 37 to the plate. This is Isabella Wetmore Ocampo. It's a mouthful. A little bit outside on the first offering. 1-0 to Wetmore Ocampo. Can hear the other field going bonkers over there. It might be 7:30 at night, but we're still having a lot of fun here in the bubble. That is slapped against the ceiling. 1-1 count now for Wetmore Ocampo. Isabella playing left field for the Mustangs tonight. Big swing and a miss. 1-2. Smoke delivers, bounces that one. Just laughing at it. Very animated, this McKinley Schwab. A lot of fun, though. All sorts of talent. But she knows how to have fun at the same time. Doesn't get that call. Be 3-2, a full count to Isabella Wetmore Ocampo. Trying to get my... Maybe I'll do it this way. Schwab will deliver. That is slapped. Second base picked up and fired to first. Good play by Lila Benson, who is our flex player. She's just playing in the field for game number 2 here. But a nice play there. So it'll be a 4-3 putout. Out number 2. And that will bring Sienna Halverson. This is the catcher for the Mustangs to the plate. Big swing and a miss. Kinley is firing in all cylinders so far. Something about Octane? I mean, she has a lot of nicknames, but we can certainly add to it. There is a line drive picked up. A fantastic play by Morgan Lemmy, who just kind of gets off the ground a little bit there, puts the glove up, pulls it in. That's a line drive. 6, and that is 6 up, 6 down for the Mustangs. Schwab firing it, and we will move to the top of the third. No score. Clear that out, do that, and do that. There we are. Officially, we're still live. I've got my phone open to the broadcast. They're not even on the same Wi-Fi. I'm using my own on the iPad. I've got 4 bars up there. There's no reason for this scoreboard app to not work. So frustrating. All right, back to what you guys want to hear. This top of the third inning is going to be brought to us by Health Source Chiropractic, man. Justin Luke. They're on 22nd Avenue in Brookings. Pain-free is carefree. Experience top quality care at Health Source Chiropractic, man. Give them a call, set up your appointment, and get straightened out, man. Whatever aches and pains you have, Justin and Luke can take care of that. They are proud sponsors of Sioux Valley Athletics and everything we're doing here on Sauls Media, man. Thank you to Justin and Luke. Thank you, Health Source Chiropractic, sponsors of our Health Source halftime show through basketball, through football. But we just throw them in the mix as we roll into these broadcasts. Coming to the plate, this is Zaylee Lanshin, number 9. She is our first baseman here in game number 2. And she will watch ball 1 go by. Zaylee, another fun player here on this Sioux Valley Cossacks team. Getting her chance here in game number 2. And that'll be outside 2-0 for Zaylee Lanshin. Zaylee officially the 9th hitter in the lineup, as we do have a designated player, Audrey Morano, batting 4th. There's a strike there. So Zaylee Lanshin will be ahead in the count, 2-1, to start the top of the 3rd. Big swing and a miss there, 2-2. Since we were rolling through that broadcast earlier today and losing the feed and the scoreboard app was failing, I could probably repeat all the stories. You missed out on an inning and a half before I figured out that we were not on. That is too low, full count. This is Dordt University, home of the Defenders, down in Sioux Center, Iowa, just short of 2 hours from home. Ooh, strike 3 down the middle. Yeesh. Tough one there for Zaylee Lanshin. That'll bring the top of the order to the plate. Cassidy Smith, our center fielder for game number 2, the left-hander. The Dordt Defenders, man, they play NAIA basketball here. The women's team just took national runner-up to Marion out of Indiana. That is fouled off of the ceiling and to the ground in front of our iPad here. Let's go forward, Cass. No attacking the announcer. Showing bunt, pulls that back. It'll be outside at the same moment, 1-1 to Cassidy Smith. Mentioning the Dordt women's basketball team just took runner-up in the national championship game. There's a slap down the first baseline, picked up, and touch of first base will be 3 unassisted for out number 2. Cassidy Smith. Picking that up was Rowan Gackey, the first baseman for the Mustangs. That'll bring Morgan Lemmy, our shortstop, to the plate with 2 outs. We'll do that and do that. First pitch off the mark, 1-0. So as I was mentioning, I'm trying to get through that thought. The Dordt Defenders, they're part of the Fab Four in the NAIA National Tournament that was down in Sioux City just days ago, literally. It was just like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, filling out that Final Four, Fab Four as they call it at the NAIA level. Dakota Wesleyan out of Mitchell and Dakota State out of Madison. So no shortage of basketball talent around this area. So much fun around here. I love basketball. Love calling it. Love being a part of it. Sioux Valley allows me to have all sorts of fun on our sidelines, but that's the next level up, man. So Dordt, full of local talent. If you would go to their roster on their website, you would probably recognize some of those names. Dakota Wesleyan, same thing. Dakota State, some interesting local names on there. And Talia Vincent, who just starred for the Cossacks on the basketball team and the track and field squad and the volleyball squad, is going to go to Dakota State next year and see what she can do. That putout was a 6-3 putout. Second 1-2-3 inning to the Sioux Valley Cossacks. That ends the top of the third. Move to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless here at Dordt. Playing inside the bubble to start our season. So the bottom of the third is going to be brought to us by Covenant Sports Group. Get that open. Covenant Sports Group's a different kind of sports representation built on faith, focused on family, and committed to your future. CSG will be your advocates, your advisors, and your extended family. Covenant Sports Group has reimagined sports representation. Thank you, Dave Squires and Friends, the latest venture by Dave Squires and Friends, as they take on the NIL world, representing athletes all over the country. Big strike by McKinley Schwab to start the bottom of the third. Hitting for the Mustangs, this is the third baseman, Haley Sorensen. It is slapped foul, 0-2. We're still live on the app. If you don't think I'm looking, you're nuts. Slapped foul into the ceiling once again. Still 0-2. So if it hits the ceiling in foul territory, it's going to be a foul ball. If it hits the ceiling in fair territory and you catch it, it's an out. If it hits in fair territory and bounces to the turf, just a foul ball. And big swing and a miss. Another strikeout from McKinley Schwab. For Mick, that hurts her fourth strikeout so far. That'll bring first baseman Rowan Gackey to the plate. This is number 15. This is the 8th hitter in the lineup for the Mustangs out of Tri-Valley, just outside of Colton. Schwab will go right down the middle. Strike number 1. McKinley ahead of another batter so far. Big strike in the outside corner. Throwing that smoke. Sixer. Trying to get another strikeout here. Digs in. Gets herself ready and fires. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the third inning. For Mick, strikeout number 5. That is fouled into the netting. 0-1 count with 2 outs. Batting for the Mustangs, this is Peyton Voigt. Just seeing that I can't spell things. It's writing so fast that maybe some of the writing I have on here is hieroglyphics. I'm not real sure. Just symbols and numbers. Not sure if that was a strike or not. I think he said strike, so we'll go 0-2. I'll correct it if we're wrong, but Schwab fires, and that'll bounce. 1-2. There you go. Our umpire right in front of us just gave us that hand signal. So 1-2 for Schwab. Sixer, Mick. Smoke on the outside corner. 2-2. Just misses. McKinley always smiling out there. Sixer delivers. That's fouled into the banner above the Tri-Valley Mustangs. Good catch by Wetmore Acampo, as she caught that off of the Pizza Ranch banner that is just to our left and above the Tri-Valley bench. Bounce it off the pizza signal or sign there. It's a big swing and a miss. Another strikeout. And that'll end the third inning as we move to the top of the fourth. Still scoreless. But 3 strikeouts here in the third, and that gives Sixer 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. So, we will thank Advantage Land Company sponsoring the top of the fourth here. Advantage Land Company, a great sponsor, an amazing real estate auction business in downtown Brookings. Coach Carms, if you're listening, expose your dirt. If your family has any real estate or auction needs, contact Jackson and Megan at 692-2525. Your boy. Thank you, Jackson and Megan, for being sponsors of everything we're doing here on Saul's Media and helping out with Sioux Valley Athletics. That was my Jackson Hagerfeld auctioneer voice right there. I've been working on it all year. I'm not sure if I have it yet, but I'll keep trying. So to start our top of the fourth, this will be McKinley Schwab. She is number 6. She is our pitcher in game number 2. Strong first game for Mick. I'm trying to continue that. She had a fielder's choice in the first. Got all the way over to third base, but got stranded there. There is a strong shot left side. Bounced off the face of the shortstop who was diving for it. So a strong single by McKinley Schwab to get the 4th inning started. Just hard enough in between third base and shortstop and officially bounced into the face. I mean, she is wearing a mask out there, so she's okay, but on her dive, that ball bounced off her forehead. Tough deal there. She's fine. That'll bring our cleanup hitter to the batter's box, Audrey Marano. Designated player swings through that. 1-1 to Audrey. Marano has power. If she can get a hold of something, it can leave the yard in a hurry. Watch that. Throw down to first. Schwab gets back. All right. I got that wrong. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Okay. 1-2 to Marano. That's outside. 2-2. Once again, pitching for the Mustangs. It's Emery Jones out there. Jones too low on that offering. It's a full count to Audrey Marano. So worried about my scoreboard app failing, forgetting how to speak English. Slapped. Foul. Well, parents getting out of the way of that. Bounced off the revolving door to get in here. So Marano get another try here with a full count. Kinley Schwab, speedster on first base. That pitch will be inside, maybe a little low, and it'll be a walk to Marano. 2 Cossacks on now. Schwab goes down to second. Marano draws the walk, and that'll bring Abby Axtell to the plate, our third baseman here in game number 2. This is the top of the 4th inning, no score. Sioux Valley trying to change that as Abby Axtell takes ball 1. Constantly looking at my phone. I got my phone on YouTube right now. I'm making sure that that thing's live. And we're broadcasting live as we would like. Axtell with a swing and a miss, 1-1. That's high and outside. 2-1 to the Axe. Abby's got power too. This is that's a strong 3-4-5 hole here in the lineup with Schwab, Marano, and Axtell. Going to be a problem for all sorts of teams this year if that's going to be the case. That slap foul, 2-2. Abby had a good first game, double, single, walk. And a strikeout that bounces off of the ceiling, and it'll fall to the turf. Now, again, once it hits the ceiling, it can either be an out or a foul ball, and that's it. So that bounced off the ceiling and landed in fair territory. It hit the ceiling in fair territory, but if it hits the turf, it's a foul ball. If you catch it, it's an out. So Abby's going to have a 2-2 count. Slaps that. First baseman picks it up. The throw to third. McKinley didn't quite run hard enough, and she'll be forced out at third. She thought the throw was going over to first base, so it would be a 1-5 putout for Schwab. Morano to second. Abby Axtell gets to first on a fielder's choice. And that'll bring Amelia Jacobson to the plate. Mia, our catcher here in game number 2. She'll start with a 1-0 count. Slaps that foul. Get out of the way. Oh, boy. The on-deck hitter is J.C. Olson that went right behind her. She seems okay, unfazed. It's a 1-1 count now for Amelia Jacobson. Mia, as they lovingly call her. There is a swing and a miss. 1-2 is our count now, I believe. I think our umpire is going to... Was that a strikeout? Apparently it was. Never mind. Okay. So Mia strikes out. It'll be out number 2, and that'll bring J.C. Olson to the plate, our left fielder for game number 2. First offering was too low. Morano on second, Axtell on first. J.C. Olson at the plate. High and outside, 2-0. Still scoreless. Top of the 4th. Sioux Valley trying to change that right now. Another opportunity here. Got one runner in scoring position. Big swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Another swing and a miss. 2-2. Two and two now. 2 outs. That is too low. Full count. JC trying to hit some runners around. Maybe walk to get on. Hand this off to Zoe Hempstead, who's in the on-deck box. On-deck circle. Nope, that'll be a swing and a miss there. 2 good pitchers here in game number 2. As we move to the bottom of the 4th. Still scoreless. That will allow us to thank a couple more sponsors here. Buster's Auto Brokers, right in the corner, right on the price, right in Mitchell. Thank you, Buster Vincent, for being a part of everything we're doing here. Buster helps us out with the South Dakota Score Feed app through the volleyball, basketball, and football seasons, but the app doesn't do softball or baseball, so we won't be on the app now until the fall when football and volleyball fire back up. We also want to thank Big Sioux Plumbing. That's Neil, man. He's huge in the wrestling program with Sioux Valley. I tried to get to as much wrestling as I could, man, as I mentioned. Get to wrestling when it's not in the way of any basketball things or anything else going on. I got a couple of those quads or tries, duels. I think it was a triangular, the first one. But Big Sioux Plumbing, man, thank you for being a part of everything we're trying to do here, man. You believed in us for 1 year. We'll try to bring you on for year number 2 next year. Big Sioux Plumbing, man, if you've got any problems around your house, around your shop, around your yard with water problems and whatnots, give Big Sioux Plumbing a call, man. Neil is a very talented fella. He'll get everything cleaned up for you. Still hitless, these Tri-Valley Mustangs. Schwab doing very well on the mound so far. Back to the top of the lineup, and that'll go off of the ceiling and into foul territory, so it'll be 0-2 now. This is the leadoff hitter, Cadence Davey, the shortstop for the Mustangs. Schwab ahead of another hitter. And she'll get another strikeout. So that is her 4th straight strikeout now. And her 7th of the game. Bring up the second hitter of the lineup. This is Maddie Huey, the second baseman for Tri-Valley. Schwab a little off the mark on that. 1-0. Maddie Huey back in the batter's box. Schwab gets her sign. Coxon fires. There's a strike down the middle. 1-1. Mick. Sixer. Smoke. Octane? We'll bring that up. We'll throw that idea around. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2. Another swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Schwab. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th. That's her 5th straight strikeout. She's got 8 now through 3 2/3. First pitch outside. This is the 3-hitter in the lineup. This is Emery Jones, the pitcher for Tri-Valley. 1-0. Slapped. Shortstop off the glove of Lemmy. First hit of the game is going to belong to Emery Jones for Tri-Valley. So it went right off the glove of Morgan Lemmy at shortstop, but a good solid hit. Good base hit for Emery Jones. Hit number 1. And the Mustangs have a base runner. We'll bring up the cleanup hitter. This is Ava Christensen. This is a center fielder for Tri-Valley. Schwab gets her sign. Cox fires. It'll be outside. That'll allow Jones to move up to second. Got away from the catcher, but just allow Jones to get to second now. So Tri-Valley sitting with the runner in scoring position. Still scoreless here, bottom of the 4th. Schwab fires. That'll be outside, 2-0. Slapped. Foul. Not touched by Abby Axtell. That goes underneath her glove, but on the outside of third base. So Christensen will come back to the batter's box. Have a 2-1 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Still scoreless. Schwab fires. Outside corner. Just too far outside. 3-1 now. And that'll be a walk. Runners on first and second now. Emery Jones at second. Christensen at first after the walk. That's the first walk of the game. First 2 base runners for Tri-Valley. They go back to back. So this will bring the 5-hitter in the lineup. This is Isabella Wetmore Ocampo. Their left fielder. She will slap the first offering foul. 2 runners on for the Mustangs. This is their first legit threat in a scoreless game so far. Jones almost got caught in between, testing the limits. Pitch was too low, 1-1. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 after the grunt. Should be able to hear that. I think the microphone is loud enough where you can hear Mick. That is slapped into the ceiling. If you catch it, it's an out. But it was in foul territory. I don't think that was going to count anyway. I think it's got to land in fair territory to be an out. I think the ball's got to hit fair territory to be counted as such. So still a 1-2 count for Isabella Wetmore-Ocampo. And that bounces to the plate. That'll allow the runners to advance. 2-2. Our new count. So Amory Jones moves up to third. Ava Christensen will move to second. 2 Mustangs in scoring position. Slapped right side, outside the fence. There'll be another foul ball. Still a 2-2 count for Isabella Wetmore-Ocampo, the left fielder. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. 2-2 count. Schwab trying to get out of this. Too low on that. Need a full count. Slapped foul once again. Some parents trying to make a play on that. Down the right field line. A lot of parents hanging out on the fence line there. Whether they be Tri-Valley fans or Sioux Valley fans. I know we've got Sioux Valley fans out in the bleachers beyond right field as well. Still a full count. Slapped right into the ceiling, and Mick will catch it, but it's called a foul ball as it hit the ceiling in foul territory. Mick with a nice job of running that down just past the pitcher's mound, but it hit a ceiling part that was already foul territory. So that's just a foul ball. Still a full count with 2 outs. Schwab delivers. Slapped left side. Axtell will throw to first. That'll go over the head. Tri-Valley's going to score 1. 2 of them are in. So on the overthrow by Axtell to first, we get our first runs of the game as Tri-Valley scored 2 of them. Jones comes around over on the error. Christensen comes around on the error. And after that, Isabella Wetmore-Ocampo ends up at second base after the error. So a 2-0 lead for Tri-Valley. Wetmore-Ocampo is on second base, and the first pitch to Sienna Halverson will be too low. 1-0 to Halverson. Inside on that offering, 2-0. Halverson, the catcher for the Mustangs, had a line out to Morgan Lemmy at shortstop in the second inning. Schwab fires. Big swing and a miss. 2-1. Slap foul, look out. Couple of Cossack fans get out of the way of that. That was zipped right over the fence into some seats out there. A couple of Cossack fans had to get out of the way of that. 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Tri-Valley put 2 on. Schwab trying to get out of this. Fires. That'll bounce to the plate. It'll be a full count once again. Mick fires. That'll be popped up. Shortstop Lemmy will reach for it and bring that in. Nifty play by Morgan Lemmy at shortstop to bring that in, and that's going to end the threat, but the Mustangs get 2, and we'll head to the top of the 5th. F6 will end it. McKinley Schwab still sitting at 8 strikeouts through 4 innings, but the 2 runs come across. Axtell trying to throw it from third to first, and it went over the head of Lanchin. That'll bring Sioux Valley back to the batter's box, top of the 5th. The 8-9 hitters, then top of the order, Hempstead, Lanchin, and Cassidy Smith all due up here in the bottom of the 5th. Top of the 5th sponsor. I'm used to Sioux Valley being a home team. Craft Chop House and Lounge, man, a fantastic restaurant on 6th and Madera. Let me get this open. Utilizing homegrown fresh ingredients, Kraft offers elegantly handcrafted dishes, hand-cut steaks, amazing pastas, award-winning burgers, an unparalleled Sunday brunch, and they make their own cheesecakes. Whether it's a lunch break, taking the fam out for supper, or enjoying date night, make Kraft your culinary destination. Thank you, Kraft, for being a sponsor of everything we're doing here on Sauls Media. Helping out with Sioux Valley Athletics. Still more sponsors on the way. You can see some of them up in the corner of the screen as well. I was going to switch those up in between games, get a few more different sponsors with some logos up there, but it's such a chaotic mess in between these matchups that I didn't have time to do that. Zoe Hempstead at the plate. Our right fielder showing bunt. Gets that down, but taps it foul. It'll be strike 1 to Zoe Hempstead. Officially, we're still live. For whatever reason, this scoreboard app cut out twice during the first game. You missed out on all sorts of fun stories. I can't even remember what those stories were. It was a tough drive down here. I brought up the Dort Defenders women's basketball. Big swing and a miss. 1-2. That's outside, 2-2 to Hempstead. The bubble here at Dort University. Ooh, big swing and a miss. So that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. Zaylee Lanchin coming to the plate. Dort University has this bubble. They utilize that, and it's great for today because the weather outside is garbage. We just started playing today in a 30 to 40 mile an hour sustained wind, plus gusts that were heavier than that. Lanchin's going to slap the first offering foul. So I'm glad we're inside today. It can get a little cool in here, and now that we're at the 8:15 of the evening hour, it is getting cool in here. But still better than the outside elements. Last year when we were here, there was a thunderstorm that came across. You could hear the thunder outside the bubble here. You could also hear the downpour that was landing on the roof of the bubble here. So 2 years in a row here. I mean, it's great that we're getting these games in at the end of March. Slap foul once again, 1-2. But sometimes you got to utilize a situation like this where it's indoors and fantastic. Just imagine the field house down at the Pentagon in Sioux Falls. That'd be another fun spot. This tournament's put on by the Beersford Watchdogs officially. And offering too low, 2-2 for Lanchin. So we thank the Beersford Watchdogs for letting us be a part of this, bringing us down for at least the second year in a row. Second year that I've done in a row. That is slapped to my left. That bounced off the ceiling not all that far away from me. And it'll stay at 2-2 for Zaylee Lanchin. And a swing and a miss. Ball's dropped. Throw it on to first, and that gets her officially 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th. Top of the order. Cassidy Smith, our center fielder. She'll come to the plate with 2 outs now and a 2-0 deficit for Sioux Valley. Showing bunt, slaps that down, picked up by the pitcher, and that'll bounce off the back of the head for Cassidy Smith. She's safe. So a tough throw, a good bunt for Cassidy Smith. That's her second bunt signal of the day. Getting a chance to show off her speed. That the throw to first by pitcher Emery Jones actually hit the back of Cass's helmet. She's okay. That'll bring Morgan Lemmy to the plate. Cassidy Smith is going to steal second. And I think it was a ball officially, right? And he thinks Morgan was showing bunt, pulled it back. It may have been strike one. I'm not sure. We're going to have to utilize our umpire when we need to here. And he'll swing through that. I've got 1-1. Did not see the umpire throw out fingers, and that'll be strike 2. So I think 1 and 2 is officially our. Is it a strikeout or no? It is. Okay, so everyone didn't know what that first pitch was. That's why I wasn't the only one confused. All right, so officially a strikeout for Morgan Lemmy there. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th on the Sioux Valley side. So the Tri-Valley Mustangs will come to the plate in the bottom of the 5th with a 2-0 lead. And Sixer heading back out there to try to combat that. We're going to thank a couple more sponsors here in the bottom of the 5th. Langland Trucking, and now that I have an actual broadcast that is still working, everyone can hear me say this, thank God. Langland Trucking, they are transporters of crops and livestock. Jason and Jody are huge supporters of Sioux Valley Athletics and the Sauls Media broadcasts. They've had kids come through the ranks. Lacey is a fantastic volleyball player and a great kid and a great senior. But the Langland family was instrumental in lining up our boys basketball sponsor for the season, and that is Subway of Volga, another sponsor that we'll thank here soon. But Jody lined that up, man, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that of, hey, why don't we do like a duo type of thing? Langland Trucking and Subway of Volga, they're all good friends. They're all good business partners and whatever else. She lined it up. She delivered Subway of Volga, so thank you, Jody, for everything you do. We'll keep doing it next year. I know, I'm not sure if the Langlands have another child coming up or not, but yeah, we'll keep you on board. We have too much fun doing this, Jody, so let's keep on doing it. By the time next year rolls around, we'll have a better answer. That is pop straight up. That'll be Mick that pulls that out of the air, and it'll be an F1. Don't get to write down too much. First out of the bottom of the 5th. Turn that over, and that was Haley Sorensen that did that. F1, 1 out. This will bring the 8th hitter in the lineup for the Mustangs, Rowan Gackey, and she slaps it down the left field line. Foul is the call by our umpire. Foul ball is the call by the home plate umpire. Slapped very well. That had to have been close. Oh, man. See that in our broadcast that the left-hander sent that right down the third base line, but just past the third base, or just outside the third base. Schwab now ahead in the count. 0-1 will fire, get a big swing and a miss. 0-2 to Rowan Gackey. This is the first baseman for the Mustangs. Just to follow up, Jody Langland, thank you for being a sponsor of everything we're doing here on Sauls Media and being a sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics, the Langland Trucking. If you've got anything you needed transported for crops and livestock, give the Langlands a call. That hit the ceiling in fair territory. The infield couldn't get to it, so it just drops to the turf. It'll be a foul ball officially. So Rowan Gackey will come back to the batter's box. Still have an 0-2 count with one out. And Schwab will fire. Big strikeout. Big strikeout there, her 9th of the night. And with 2 outs, that'll bring the 9th hitter in the lineup for Tri-Valley to the plate. This is Peyton Voigt, the right fielder. Subway of Volga. Slapped. Bunt. Axtell picks it up, throws, and it'll be dropped. That'll be an infield base hit. Lanchin was charging to cover, so that was Lila Benson that was over to take that throw, but it'll be dropped by Benson, and that'll bring up the top of the order. Cadence Davey comes to the plate with 2 outs and a Mustang on first. Schwab will fire. There's a strike down the middle. Cadence Davey, the shortstop for the Mustangs. 2 strikeouts in her day so far. Say that about a lot of these players. Schwab has got 9 of them in 4 2/3. Big swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Olsen. She throws down to second. Too late on that. Runner will advance. But an 0-2 count after the big swing and miss. It was a swing and a miss, right? Pretty sure. Umpire's not real great about putting his fingers up to show us what's going on. That's outside, gets away from Olsen again. That'll allow another advance. Third base now. That was outside, so that's a 1-2 count, I'm pretty sure. It is a 1-2 count. There's his fingers right there. Hey, I nailed it. I can do stuff. I'm smart. Schwab with a 1-2 count, 2 outs, fires. Lifted, center field. Cassidy Smith is going to watch that leave the yard. A big blast by Cadence Davey. 2-run shot to straight center. Peyton Voigt scores on that. Cadence Davey with a first home run in at least the Sioux Valley home game or games today. A 2-run shot to straight center, and it's 4-0. Got all of that. Big blast. So after the 2-run shot, the number 2 hitter in the Mustang lineup will come to the plate. This will be Maddie Huey, the second baseman. Huey gets her plan from the third base coach. Schwab fires a bunt, tapped foul. Schwab. Another slapper down the right side. That'll in the right field underneath the glove. And that'll be 3 bags for Huey. She's going to try home. The throw to Schwab at the pitcher's mound will allow her to get there. So it was a triple and another base that she advanced. That ball got past Zoe Hemestead out there. So another run in for the Mustangs, as that was a triple, and then advanced on the throw as the throw went to Schwab at the pitcher's mound. Huey recognized that and scampered home. 5-0, bottom of the 5th. Tatum Sonnenberg out to talk to her squad. Mick will stay as our pitcher after the meeting on the mound. Just a big blast. It's a hard line drive that went past Benson at second and went right under the glove of Hempstead out in right field. 5-0 our new score. This will bring the pitcher for the Mustangs to the plate. This is Emery Jones, number 4. Another big athlete for this Tri-Valley squad. Big swing and a miss. Should be 0-1, right? I feel like I'm missing things. I don't know why. Slapped foul. It hits the... Mick does a great job of getting to that, but it hit the ceiling in foul territory, so that makes it a foul ball. Mick showing her athletic ability just to get to that. 0-2, the count. Schwab gets her sign. Readies herself. Fires. Big blast under the glove by Axtell, and then it's misplayed in left field as well. Rolls all the way to the fence. Emery Jones rounding third. The throw to the home plate, not in time. And that's 3 home runs in a row. One of them left the yard, 2 of them Little League style. Errors being the costly things here in the game number 2. But another run comes across for the Mustangs. That went under the glove of J.C. Olson out in left field. So a couple errors. Leading to some big runs here in the 5th inning. Slapped into the ceiling. It'll drop to the turf as a foul ball. Mick readies herself. That is going to be off the glove of Smith in left center. Dropped. And it'll be Christensen that sneaks all the way to third after the drop out in left center. A tough play. So Ava Christensen gets to third base. That's 4 big blasts in a row. That'll end the pitching night for Schwab, as that's 4 big hits in a row. We're moving everybody around now. Oh, boy. Axtell back on the mound. '18 moves to left. That is someone I do not have on my roster. Okay, so some jockeying around here. Let's do this. Casty Smith will now go to first. Morgan Lemmy will go to third. Mick, now our shortstop. Axtell, now our pitcher. I think Lila Benson goes to right field. I think that is J.C. Olson out in center. There's a bunt showing. front of the bag to first, and that's how we get out of it. Cassidy run over, but no harm, no foul there. Out number 3. Took one pitch for Axtell to get out of that mess. But it's 6-0 as we move to the top of the 5th. So, a bunt try by Isabella Wetmore-Ocampo is a 2-3 put out to end the 5th inning. Tri-Valley adds 4 monster hits in a row to chase Schwab out, even after 9 strikeouts. So Axtell gets one pitch in, gets the Sioux Valley Cossacks out of that inning. And now Mustangs will throw Emery Jones back to the pitching mound, still pitching with a 6-0 shutout lead at the moment. And coming to the plate, our new shortstop, McKinley Schwab. And now I can't look things up because I do not want to screw around with my phone. Shouldn't mess up the broadcast at all, though. Really shouldn't. Schwab will have a ground out to shortstop to start. Hard ground ball, but goes right to the Mustangs. That'll be out number 1 for the top of the 6th. A nice play by Cadence Davey. Morano. Foul ball to start. Making sure the catcher was okay there. She is, she says. Seriously, I don't have an 18 on any of my lists here. That might be Shelby High that went out to left field. Not real sure. Morano slaps that foul. So it's at least 0-2. Could be 1-2. That is too low. Umpire's going to give us what it is. We've got 1-2. It could be 2-2. Not sure. There is one out. Big blast, left field. That'll go over the glove of Wetmore-Ocampo. Morano's got herself a double, and we'll have a Sioux Valley Cossack in scoring position. Big blast by Morano. A lot of power in her swing. So the double, first hit of the top of the 6th. That'll bring Abby Axtell to the plate. Number 5, that is Shelby High. That'll be a pinch runner for Morano. So I still don't know who 18 is. Maybe it wasn't 18. We're about to find out. Shelby High, a pinch runner. Axtell will get her sign and step into the batter's box. One out here in the top of the 6th. Pitch off the mark. 1-0. We're still live. See, the app works. When it works, it's fantastic. Big blast past the shortstop. That should score a run. Shelby High coming around third. She will motor home, and the big RBI single by Abby Axtell gets Sioux Valley on the board. Shelby High, the pinch runner, comes around. Abby Axtell, another hit on her day. And we'll have a base runner with one out, and 6-1 is our new score. I'm going to bring Amelia Jacobson to the batter's box. That is too high over the mitt into the backstop, and that'll allow Abby Axtell to advance to second. 1-0 count for Mia. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. That is high and outside, 2-1. And the umpire just backed me up on that. Giving his hand signals to the pitcher there, 2-1. It's been a fun day, but Sioux Valley's in a big hole here. That gets past the catcher as well into the netting behind home plate. Abby Axtell will race over to third. And it'll be a 3-1 count. Mia trying to be a fun recipient here. Could get a hit here and an RBI. Could get a walk. And it'll be a shot down the right field line. That's going to be an RBI single to right field. Good job of hitting there. Abby Axtell comes around. And Amelia Jacobson, an RBI single. Cracks in the armor for the Mustangs. And that will bring J.C. Olson to the plate. Too low on that. Jacobson advances to second. Gets just far enough away from the catcher. 1-0 for J.C. Olson. Now a runner in scoring position once again. That is into the ceiling, and it'll harmlessly fall to the turf for a foul ball. Officially, that was a live ball. If someone would have caught that out there, it would have been an out. Tough to do that off some of the bounces that the ceiling would bring here. JC, a shot right up the middle. Great stop by the shortstop. Wow, what a catch. What a stop at shortstop. That is Cadence Davey, the incredible stop. Fires it over to first. Amelia scampers over to third on the throw, but J.C. Olson cut down on an incredible play by Cadence Davey out there at shortstop. Wow, what a stop. So 2 outs now for Sioux Valley. They have brought 2 across the plate, making it a 6-2 deficit at the moment. Big meeting on the mound there. Probably thanking Cadence Davey for an incredible play at shortstop right there. What a diving stop. Umpire getting himself put together. We are ready, and this will be Zoe Hemestead, the right fielder, at the plate. Pitch is a strike. Down the middle. Right at the knees. 0-1. Swings and a high one, 0-2. Emery Jones, a strong pitcher for Tri-Valley. As I mentioned before, they've got a lot of big athletes here. Emery Jones, a big arm as well. High velocity, the snap throw down to third. Safe on that. But Zoe Hemestead now with a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Sioux Valley's added a couple runs here. Get themselves back into it here, 6-2. And that'll go right off of the ceiling. It's in fair territory, and then it'll be caught by Davey, the shortstop, who came in and got that. So it hits the roof in fair territory, making it a live ball if you can catch it for an out. If it had hit the turf, it would have been a foul ball. But that'll be an F6 officially, and that ends the top of the 6th inning for Sioux Valley. Sioux Valley gets 2. Bottom of the 6th. A 6-2 deficit. Abby Axtell now our pitcher. That is J.C. Olson out to center. Didn't see. I think it's 18 that's in left. She must be the flex player now, as Lila Benson has come to the bench. So we replaced the flex, but I think her number is 18, and I don't have that on any of my sheets. I'd have to go to Game Changer, I think, to find that. Umpire making sure the Tri-Valley scorekeeper just knows what's going on there. Spreading messages, getting it correct. And for Tri-Valley, this will be Sienna Halverson. This is the catcher for Tri-Valley. She will take ball 1 from Abby Axtell. Slap down the left field line. Lemmy picks that up, fires across, and it'll be a great throw. Great put out, Morgan Lemmy. Good play. The 5-3 put out, a strong throw. A good get as well. Morgan Lemmy with a great play. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. It's still a 4-run lead for the Mustangs over our Cossacks. There's a slapper, shortstop. Schwab picks that up, fires it across, and 2 outs quickly here in the 6th. Sixth inning is brought to us by our Player of the Game sponsors in the basketball side of things, and volleyball, I guess, for the most part, too. Subway of Volga, boys basketball sponsor this year. Thank you, Jody Langman, for lining that up. And Tropical Smoothie Cafe and Park. She's been part of this since we started. This is season number 2. She's been here the whole time. Player of the game through the girls' side of things in volleyball and basketball. Got a free smoothie out of the deal. And Abby Axtell's going to pick that up. A quick 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 6th. 3 quick putouts. And Sioux Valley will come back to the plate, trying to get a couple more here. Reset that. Move to the 7th. The last try here for Sioux Valley. Down 4. This is it. Score 4 to go to extra innings. Score 5 to take a lead, or we lose it. This is the top of the 7th. So we're going to thank a couple more sponsors here just as we're getting out of here. I think we've officially gone through all of them. Let's do the newbies. Vivid Beauty. Do that. Vivid Beauty is at 716 20th Street South, Suite G, Mackenzie and Michaela. Unapologetically you, unmistakably vivid. Go to vividbeautysd.com to line up your hair appointment today. Prom season is right around the corner. Mackenzie is a 2013 Sioux Valley grad. She wanted to remind all Cossack fans that prom season is right around the corner. Go to vividbeautysd.com to line up your prom hair, appointment. Get prettied up. We also want to thank Home Team Physical Therapy. This is Lene, Kim, and Chrissy. Lene and Kim utilize a personal one-on-one approach for superior therapy outcomes. Head to hometeamphysicaltherapy.com to request an appointment or free consultation, whether it's a sports injury, work injury, or problems from age or natural conditions. Home Team Physical Therapy will get you back to as close to normal as they can. Depending if it's an age thing, and it's like my parents, there's no going back to normal. You just try to get them to the best spot, and that's what Home Team Physical Therapy can do. We want to thank the Man Cave Barbershop as well. Alicia and friends, they're on South Madera, right across from Brookings High School, the best barbershop in Brookings. Thank you, Alicia, for being a part of everything we do here. We want to thank Langland Trucking once again, Big Sioux Plumbing, Buster's Auto Brokers, Covenant Sports Group, and Back Alley Meats, man. I can't say enough about Back Alley Meats. I love that store. What a fantastic place. So as Sioux Valley is getting themselves ready for the top of the 7th, they'll have a 4-run deficit trying to extend this game. Got to score 4 to send it to extras. Put 5 on the board. You can win this thing if you can hold them off in the bottom of the 7th. So the first hitter for the 7th inning, this is the 9-hitter in the lineup. This is Zaylee Lanchin. See if she can't get things started here in the top of the 7th. Outside on the first offering. We're going to thank Bankstar Financial, our exclusive presenter for everything we do here on Saul's Media. Huge Sioux Valley supporters. 3 locations, Brookings, Elkton, and a beautiful bank in Volga. So thank you, Bankstar. CC's Bar and Grill, our sponsor of starting lineups for everything we do. And the host of our Monday night coaches show every Monday night through the school year. We'll be talking to coaches, talking to athletes, and, talking a little bit about the sports that they play, but also just getting to know these athletes a little bit better. They get to show their fun side of things, their characteristics, their fun personalities. It's a lot of fun, man. It's 7 p.m. every Monday night at CC's Bar and Grill, man. Thank you to the Craddock family for allowing us to do that. A lot of fun, man. That pitch is too high. It's a full count. Officially for Tri-Valley, this is number 2, Cadence Davey. That's their shortstop. So Davey and Jones flip-flop on positions. That is a good throw. Good pickup as well by the first baseman, Rowan Gackey, and it'll be a ground out to third. The 5-3 put out for 1 out here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring the top of the order to the plate, Cassidy Smith. She's had a fun day. And there is a, foul ball. 1 strike to Cassidy Smith. She's got a bunt single in this game, but she had 2 singles, 2 walks, 3 runs scored, and a strikeout in game number 1. Showing bunt again, misses on it, so that'll be a strike. The pitch just moved on her. Also want to thank Bell Brands, my regular employer, makers of the Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese of champions. And I'll have to deliver some cheese next week. One-two count to Cassidy Smith, the speedster. Yeah, I got to bring some cheese over from our employee store. Well, the athletes at Sioux Valley tend to enjoy that. Something to munch on and keep going. You know, athletes love food. Doing my part. Feeding these student athletes. It's too high. Full count now to Cassidy Smith. We'll thank GP Auto again once again. Grant Peterson and friends, man. Grant, a good friend of mine. Golfing buddy of mine on Wednesdays. I guess it's every other Wednesday for me. And that is low and outside. Even if it was a strike, it got away, but I think it was a ball. So we'll stay at 1 out. And now Cass is on first. So we've got a runner out there. That'll bring Morgan Lemmy to the plate. She'll bang that into the sidewalls of the bubble. Ball gives it an 0-1 count to Morgan Lemmy. Thank Precision Risk Management, Health Source Chiropractic, Advantage Land Company, Craft Chop House and Lounge, Shorty's Burgers and Brew. And there's 2 strikes now to Morgan Lemmy. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. It's a 4-run deficit for Sioux Valley. Trying to rally in their last at bat here. It appears we are the last game of the day here at 8:51. That's inside 1-2. The other field seems to have finished up over there. So this is going to do it. This is the last game of the day here at Dordt University. We're at the, I think it's the American State Bank Bubble Sports Complex, I guess you should probably call it, but we just call it the bubble down here. That's what everyone else does. It's the bubble. It looks like a bubble. It's like if the Metrodome top was the only thing that was standing, and that's what you have down here at Dordt University. Great indoor facility. Slapped. Carissa Hageman's got to dive out of the way. It's been dangerous down the first base line today. So that foul ball will keep it at a 2-2 count. One out here in the top of the seventh. Carissa Hageman was scared a little bit there. Good spin to get away from that, but she's okay. Slapped right past McKinley Schwab. It is not safe out there anymore. Schwab almost hit the ankles. It almost got through to get the head coach, who is hanging out, on a fence line hole there as well. Dangerous in the on-deck batter's box. That is outside. Full count now. Morgan Lemmy battling. Full count with one out. Cassidy Smith on first. Lemmy trying to get Cassidy moving here. Slapped into the sidewall. Another foul ball for Morgan Lemmy. Schwab's over there laughing. Carissa's over there laughing. Everybody just fighting for their lives over there. Into the ceiling once again, and that'll go to the turf. So just a foul ball there. I think that was in fair territory, so that could have been an out had it been caught. But it was not. And Morgan Lemmy still up there swinging away. Oh, a change up gets her. Fooled her. A weak swing there. What a pitch. Wow. The changeup gets Morgan Lemmy, buckles her knees, and that'll be out number two. That'll bring McKinley Schwab up to the plate with two outs, down to the last out. Sioux Valley is. Mick Smoke Sixer. The throw down. Cassidy Smith dives back in. 1-0 count for Octane. I know she's got some other nicknames. Schwab will send that into the bubble as well. Morano was wondering if she should get in that batter's box or the on-deck circle. Dangerous over there. Mick sends that over the second baseman. That's going to drop for a hit. Cassidy will move over to third. It'll be first and third for Sioux Valley. Still fighting. Good single by Schwab as she fought that off. So Cassidy to third. Mick with the single, and that'll bring Audrey Morano to the plate, our designated player for game number 2. She'll come to the plate with two Cossacks on base. 2 outs. It's the final at bat for Sioux Valley unless they can score 4 and extend this game. Morano steps in. Too late on that swing. It's Cadence Davey, the former shortstop, bringing some velocity with her pitches as well. First and third for Sioux Valley. And then it'll get past Morano as well. 2 strikes now. Sioux Valley down to their last strike. Cadence Davey gets her sign, delivers, and that'll be strike 3, and that's going to do it. Cadence Davey comes in a relief appearance and shuts down Sioux Valley, and that's going to do it for the day. The Cossacks are going to finish the day 1-1 as Morano strikes out to end it. Tri-Valley, a pretty good squad, a couple of good pitchers there. And it'll be a loss, 6-2 for our Cossacks. And they move to 1-1 to start their day, start their year. Tri-Valley, a good pitching squad, full of just big athletes out there as well. So congrats to the Mustangs. Sioux Valley goes 1-1 on their day, and that's going to do it. It is almost 9 o'clock here at the Bubble. Time to get out of here and time to hit the road. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging with all the challenges that we had. That's going to do it for day number 1. Tomorrow, we'll head to baseball as the Sioux Valley boys will be heading down to Baltic. It was originally supposed to be in Brookings. That field's not ready, so we're going to do it in Baltic, whatever weather that is. I'll be in the press box, or whatever you want to call that thing. But that's going to do it for tonight at Dorton University. Thank you to the Beersford Watchdogs for hosting this. Thanks to Valley for letting me hang out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for paying attention, following along, watching, and just being patient, really. That's going to do it for a Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow, live from Baltic.